And Chairman Cummings, Ranking Member Jordan, and members of Congress, thank you for giving us this opportunity. You know, sometimes I feel, have you ever seen a movie where they have parallel universes, where you're in one world in this situation, you're in another world in this situation? Well, that's what I feel like we're in, quite honestly. In some of my Democrat colleagues' worlds, they seem to think that all of a sudden, out of the blue, thousands of illegal immigrants showed up at the border and are just oblivious to the year-long calls by Republicans and some Democrats for years for immigration reform, knowing that our loose immigration laws are what's incentivizing people to come here and what's causing the crisis. In my world, what I believe is the real world, the crisis has been mounting for years. And people like me have sounded the alarm for years, over and over and over again, and tried to enact legislation to fix it. But unfortunately, many of my Democratic colleagues have fought me over and over again at every turn. I'm from Arizona. I'm from a border state. I don't live in a state thousands of miles away, so we've been living this for many, many years. And I used to serve in the state Senate and the state House. And I was a co-sponsor, along with my colleague, Representative Biggs, on SB 1070. Because we knew, we were there, we were on the ground, and we knew that the immigration laws were not being enforced. And we thought, okay, well, let's have the state try to enforce it. Well, we were fought at every turn by every of my Democrat colleagues there and the President. In my Democrat friends' world, the crisis at the border, they say, was manufactured. We heard it for months. In January, Speaker Pelosi and Schumer said it was a manufactured crisis. House Democrat Whip laughed when asked if there was a crisis at the border and said, absolutely not. 38 freshman Democrats sent a letter to Senator Majority Leader McConnell requesting that Congress end this manufactured crisis. Democrat Homeland Security Committee Chairman tweeted, "The President has manufactured a humanitarian crisis." In my world, President Trump and Republicans have been sounding the alarm for years. I mean, my goodness, we're going to have over 1 million illegal immigrants that we apprehend. That's more than one congressional district a year. And the pounds, even in Yuma, Arizona, just recently, hundreds of pounds of meth. And last year, Republicans led 2 immigration bills that we thought were a compromise, where it gave DACA recipients legal status in one of the bills. Another of the bills, it gave DACA recipients a pathway to citizenship. But not one of my Democrat colleagues voted yes, not one single one. Unfortunately, in my Democrat colleagues' world, in judiciary yesterday, I am a member too. I heard over and over again how CBP are child abusers. And one member, one of my colleagues, said, oh, they're getting treated worse than prisoners of war. I mean, really, let's get down to the business of solving the problem. And I encourage everyone to watch a video by Tucson Sector Border Chief Patrol Agent Roy Villarreal. And the video shows clearly that there are supplies in the detention centers. And this whole issue about drinking out of the toilet is wrong. No one drinks out of a toilet. No one is being asked to drink out of a toilet. There's a combined unit where at the top you have drinking water, and the Border Patrol chief drank the water. They're not drinking out of toilets. So please, American public, there is no one asking people to drink out of toilets. We really need to solve the root of this problem. We need to get to the base of it, and I call on my Democrat colleagues. We're all passionate about this issue. Let's actually solve the root of the problem, work on legislation together. Let's get this done.